All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. On the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. On the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud. What they was talking about.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Import Outlaws. On this one, we're heading to Paducah International Raceway to race for $10,000. But before we get this thing started, I want to welcome Piston Racing to the team. They are going to be a huge asset to our motor program, and I'm really looking forward to working with them. But anyway, me and Garrett are going to get this thing loaded up. We got to be on the road at 4 a.m. and it's starting to get pretty late. All right, guys, so we have made it here to Paducah International Raceway. It's a little overcast today, but the track's looking great and I'm super excited to get out there. It was about a 12-hour ride for us, give or take, because of traffic, but overall had a really good trip. I'm ready to see what the old 18 is gonna do. I think we're gonna have an awesome car. We're finishing a few little things, but practice will be coming up soon and then we'll be heading out there. All right, we're getting ready to go out for hot lap qualifying. What that means is they're sending us out in small groups of cars. They're giving us 2 laps, and it's going to be the first time that I've ever seen the track since I couldn't go to open practice last night. I'm going to have to learn quick. Hopefully I'm comfortable in this car. We made a lot of changes, did a lot of different things to it, so not really sure what to expect, but we're going to go out there and try our best. When it was on the chip, it was just slowing me down. We definitely struggled there in hot lap qualifying. Not having any practice laps definitely bit us right there. I was in the wrong gear, just murdering the chip. I tried shifting it to third and couldn't get it in gear, but eventually I did. I just lost a lot of time, and even third was just not enough. So we're gonna have to make some changes to the car, maybe go up on tires or something like that. I'm not really sure yet, just kind of waiting to see what happens with the track and whatnot to see if it slows down. We're starting pretty deep in the heat race, I believe. And I don't think there's any provisionals for us, so we gotta do what we gotta do and get to the front, and that way we're in the big show. Well, they posted the heat race lineups, and it looks like everyone is going to a heat race. I will be starting 4th in the 6th heat race. So it looks like top 3 transfer. I'm gonna have to make my way up through there. I'm really hoping to get to the front. I think the car is totally capable of doing so. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. We got a fast hot rod. We just gotta make something of tonight. talk about. That's what we needed right there. And this thing feels good. I got to get more comfortable in it. I haven't been in this car for a long time, so I'm just getting reacclimated. All right, we're getting ready for the main event. After the redraw, we're starting first. I really would have rather been second because that's kind of the place to be right now, but this is going to be an insane start. Hoping I can somehow clear Brandon Dalton, get up to the high side. Huge thank you to Garrett and my dad. They've been busting their ass all night to make sure we got this thing ready. We've been working through the problems. We're getting there, but let's go bring this thing home. All right, guys, we have made it back home to Georgia. It was a long trip, 12 hours each way, but we had a good trip there and back, so we are very thankful for that. The weekend started out kind of rough for us. I definitely misjudged the gearing, and we did not qualify well at all. Luckily, we didn't start too deep in the heat race. We were able to come back, win that thing, which put us in a good spot for the main. And thanks to the redraw, we started on the pole. I wanted to get to the lead early because I knew that was going to be an advantage. Fired off on that initial start. I got a really good start and was able to slide Brandon Dalton going down into turn one. But then we had a complete restart. I couldn't clear him the second time and settled into third. I rode there for most of the race. Brandon Gibson and Brandon Dalton had made some contact, and Brandon Gibson took the lead. I was able to get past Brandon Dalton after that, and I rode behind Brandon Gibson for a while. We had a really fast car, and I could run right on the back bumper of Brandon Gibson, so I was trying to be patient and wait for a mistake. I could get under him, I just could never clear him. Coming out of turn two, I had the opportunity to get to his door, and I was entering the corner a lot straighter. He was kind of pitching his car off in there. We were racing really close. I wasn't given a single inch because I knew I had to be right on his door to try to drive past him coming out of the corner. I made contact with his left rear and it slid him up the track and into the wall. It wasn't intentional on my part, and I've been on that side of it too, so I know how those guys are feeling. Obviously, they're upset about it, but I would be too. After all that happened, we were able to keep the lead, bring home the win, and I'm super proud of my team for never giving up the entire weekend. I want to thank my sponsors that help me get to the track every week. We have Action Graphix, Piston Racing, DAM Trucking, Jason Waters Tuning, Trikshot Productions, Country Lubricants, and last but not least, K&R Construction Services. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.
Stick around with me, hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, what they was talking about.